still with us. So straight to our next conversation. Sometimes, even powerful nations need assistance in tackling domestic issues, bedeviling them. In the face of calls for international assistance to tackle Nigeria's insecurity, President Bola Tinubu has disclosed that the country is set to receive military equipment and training support from France. This followed a phone conversation with French President Emmanuel Macron, with President Tinubu stressing that his administration has intensified efforts to tackle worsening insecurity across the country. Addressing state governors during a meeting at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos, the president said his discussion with Macron focused on securing collaboration for military hardware and operational support. I mean, BKO, yes, this is good news. France is set to support Nigeria, with equipment and also training. How significant is this partnership in addressing the long-standing insecurity facing us?
Yes, it's significant because we can't win this battle without the support of our friends. It's something that we have to do collectively. Even the countries around us, we need their support. Yes. And that was why last week, when the bad boys thought they could overrun Nigerian troops in Malam Fatori, and they paid with their lives, close to 100 of them, wasted. As they were retreating and trying to get back inside Niger Republic, Nigerian soldiers, were on the ready, and they wasted them. That's why that casualty was high. It's important that Nigeria and its neighbors work together to defeat terrorism in our country. Cameroon, Niger, Chad, they are crucial because we have extensive borders with these countries. Cameroon, yes, our border with Chad is not so extensive, but our border with Niger Republic is
how many
extensive.
States now?
With Niger Republic, I think about 8 states.
8 states?
So, yes. Think about 8 states, 7 or 8 states.
Cameroon,
Jigawa, Sokoto, Katsina, Yobe, Borno, I think in this room area, and Sokoto, did I mention Sokoto?
Yeah, you did.
So I think about seven states, and that is from the northwest to Yobe in the northeast. So it's really extensive.
Yes.
I think about 1,000 kilometers or so. So we really need to work with them because Boko Haram has created terror cells in those countries. In Cameroon, they have terror cells. In Niger Republic, they have terror cells. Even in N'Djamena, in Chad, they have terror cells. So we need to work with them to defeat them. That's talking about our friends in Africa, our neighbors in Africa. America has offered to help. Yes, they came with the notion that there's genocide against Christians and all that, but they are interested in helping us. And they've deployed multiple MQ-9 drones and people to train them. So they are focusing now on surveillance and advisory role. I'm sure that ultimately their role will move to offensive action. They will move to another phase, which is offensive action, because right now they are collecting information using their ISR platforms. They are flying multiple sorties, collecting information about the location of these good-for-nothing people. And when the time comes, they know where to hit. And I'm happy that America has offered to help. Now the president has also spoken to Macron. He's trying to get help wherever he can find it. In Benin Republic, some of these terrorists move into Benin Republic once they come under attack here. So France can help us in that area, especially terrorists in the Kayama, this area, this Kwara State, parts of Niger and all that. So they really need to help us. I can understand why the president has spoken to Macron. Macron has shown an interest to help, providing military equipment and training. I also know that the president is keen on even getting other countries apart from France, even UK, to also assist us. There is a need for us to harvest all the assistance that we can get so that we can defeat these enemies. The government is being judged by its performance in the area of insecurity. Yes, it didn't create this problem, it met it. But this president is determined to end this, leveraging on support from his partners abroad. And they are ready to help. The Americans are ready, and they are not joking. They are ready to help. I will be happy to see the Americans come and waste these people.
Yes.
And I'm happy. Senator Ndume doesn't always make sense to me. Sometimes he says things, I just look at him. But he is one of those who have said that there's nothing wrong in these Americans coming to help us. So I'm happy that we are progressing. Progress is being made. We will see in the fullness of time that there is value in these Americans coming to help us. If you are a Kuwaiti, in 1990, when Saddam Hussein got that brainwave and he decided to annex Kuwait, it was George Bush Senior who said, "Don't worry, I'll give you your country back." He told him, I was in Benin at that time, I was watching, I said, see the confidence. He was tapping him on the back. He said, "Don't worry, I'll give you your country back." He was telling the leader. And that's what happened. He mobilized support from across the world. And Saddam Hussein was routed out of that place. Even his elite Republican Guard, they wasted them. They denied them sleep for weeks. They couldn't sleep. Constant bombing, with cluster bombs. They were bombing them. They had no time for themselves. They started waving white flag.
Surrendering.
America came with an armored tank that can also function more like a bulldozer. And what it was doing, it was at a point just filling the trenches that these guys, where they were, you know,
where their dog holes,
where they dug themselves in, or just covering them up. I said, God, this is the height of wickedness.
It's war.
And even some of them who were waving flags, airplanes were strafing them. War is not good. You go into another country to take over that country. You said you are annexing.
Invasion, that's invasion.
So anytime I remember that, I just wish that these ones who have annexed part of our country will get that kind of justice. Because look at the arrogance. You need to listen to some videos or some audio clips of bandits when negotiating with family members of victims. You see the arrogance in their voice. No, if we don't send the money, we'll give you his dead body. No, things like that. No one should take another person's life.
Yes.
You are not God.
True.
So let the Americans come and help us to waste these good for nothing people.
I mean, now with foreign troops and also drones in the play, are we set to witness, you know, a turning point in the fight against insecurity?
I pray so. I think the president said yesterday, or is it this morning, that he is aware of the weight of expectation on his shoulder
Yes.
by the Nigerian people. Because the first way to win a war is to accept the fact that there's a war going on. For so long, Nigerian leaders have pretended that we are dealing with pockets of insurgents, when in reality, we are fighting a full-scale war. So the fact that we are asking for help is an acceptance of the fact that we know things that we need. Like Gideon said, the first step is to do reconnaissance.
Okay.
Go over it, see where this something is. Step two is, of course, to bomb the living daylights out of them. Then the full soldiers can now come in and mop up whatever is left. It's not that simple, but that's ultimately the game plan that these people are coming in. Don't forget, they've turned this into a big business. Like somebody told me this morning, he said there are now 4 levels to kidnapping and banditry. There are those who pick people up, get paid peanuts, and hand over to the next step. The next step are people who have the facilities to house the victims and make demands. The third level is those who are now equipped to bring back either the dead body or the victims. And the highest level, of course, is those people that we know are the godfathers.
Yeah, the ones behind.
The ones in the cities. Because you look at somebody collecting 200 million and look at what he's wearing. And there's no correlation between his appearance and the level of money coming into the system. So these are things that must be distorted along the line by the general. So I agree with the president. Now that he's aware or that he's voicing out that reality, the opposition can no longer use it as a chip when it comes to the election. Because one thing to keep pretending that everything is fine. It's another thing for the commander-in-chief to say, fine, we know what we are facing. We know what our people are going through. And our job is to solve this problem. And if we have to go to the end of the earth to get help, we are willing to do
So
that.
the president is right in seeking help, international help.
No, because you have to understand you have a problem.
Okay.
He has realized that the Nigerian military are doing the best they can. But these people they are like ants. They keep breeding.
Yes.
They keep breeding and they look for new theaters of war. Look at what they are doing in Kwara now. 2 years ago, nobody would believe it will get that bad. The more you chase them away from certain areas, the more they metamorph in other areas. And so far, we've not been able to hold grounds that we've won over the last 10 years.
Okay. All right, we have Garba calling in from Makodi. Garba, thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk.
Good evening, Babajide and your colleague there. You see, but let me go this way expressly. Babajide, honestly, anywhere here, we welcome it. Most surely, if you are from northern part of this country, let me tell you, Babajide, I'm in Makodi here. I'm from Asante Funtua. I cannot travel from Makodi here, from Zaria if I reach Zaria. Whatever I'm doing, I have to sleep in Zaria. I cannot go to a hometown Funtua. You cannot even travel to Bissau. Those murderers, those good for nothing, they are there. Anywhere here in the world, we welcome it. I can tell you this, I can bet you from Makodi here, Benin State, down to extreme Gamma of the North. If you are living in this axis, you might have someone, your relative, or someone close to you that was kidnapped. You must know one person or two. If you know your brother, maybe your relative, or someone close to you, I'm telling you this for the fact. So we need help. Anywhere help is in the world, they should come and eliminate these guys for us.
All right, thank you very
These guys are giving us sleepless nights. They are not allowing us to go to our businesses. I can travel from here anytime to go to my hometown in the night.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Correct.